guys, DJ Solstice back with another gig. That is right, today we are here at the Coto de Casa Country Club in Coto de Casa, California. Nice little rich area, bougie little part of South Orange County. We are here for another wedding, of course, and we do have a cool little setup today, so as you can see behind me, I will take you on through it, including those LD Systems ICOA Pros. Still loving those, and we'll get you on a whole tour. Caleb will be with us later to do the lighting, so I'm coming at you solo right now for this intro. Don't mind that, but Caleb will be here to do the lighting and assist with teardown. You may remember Caleb from way back in the day, some of the earlier gig logs. He is finally back in town and here to stay, so hopefully this lighting's gonna look awesome. He might be a little rusty, but I think he's got it, so let me take you on a tour. So starting over here with the audio, we have a pair of ICOA Pro 21-inch subs with the 12-inch tops. Now, I know the wiring, I did as best as I could, but we do have to go to separate circuits because you cannot run a pair of subs and tops on the same circuit with these because those subs draw a ton of power. And we've blown a circuit or two trying to do that. So one of the circuits is behind the wall here. On the other side, it's a fake, well, it's a real wall, but it's a hollow wall. There's an alleyway behind it and a kitchen, so we're plugged into where the kitchen is over there. And then this one is just plugged into this circuit. These are on the same circuit. I didn't need the circuit cue to test that. I just know because it's labeled, so that makes life easy. So again, 21-inch subs, 12-inch tops. It is a little boomy in this room. These subs are pretty punchy, but because of the way that the ceiling is and the glass panels all around, it's really kind of making the bass wonky. And you can see it's a totally separate room over here, so we're doing the best we can. It sounds good. It doesn't sound as pristine as I would like it to, but what are you gonna do? Custom DJ booth right over here. The all white paneling. Same old, same old. Don't need to go through this. You already know. I know, I might sound a little tired because we've been grinding away. We had 4 weddings last week, 2 this weekend, and finally we have tomorrow off. It is a holiday because it's Monday, but we got another busy weekend ahead, so we will be right back at it. 2 cold sparks on the ground. I gotta fill it with a powder. And 22 uplights around the room. And want to show you these. So we have our LED blinders. Those are not battery powered, but those par lights are. So we have the blinders going down into the battery pack on each side. Makes life easy. And yeah, so we'll have kind of a cool sound from the front, lighting from the back type of vibe. It is a Jewish wedding, so we have a little Horah set right after the grand entrance for about 20 minutes before we go into dinner. Other than that, ceremony is over there. Don't need to show you the ceremony setup, nothing new there. Don't have the wireless, or don't have the battery-powered sub with me today because I only bring those when they're EDM fans for cocktail hour. This is more traditional instrumental mix, so. Freestyler for lighting, virtual DJ for the DJing. Let's get to it.
Other than the heat, how are we all feeling on this beautiful evening? We can do a little bit better than that. I said, how's everybody doing? Are you ready to meet your newlyweds? Make some noise! Well, I need everyone to please rise from your seats because we're going to go right into a horror set. And direct your attention to those doors and help me welcome the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Sean and Carly Go! Join them on the dance floor. We're going to do a big chorus and everybody get on out there. Let's go. seats.
Stay sorry.